Hello folks, Fluorescent FIFA here, with the second episode of a series which I'm starting with this episode. Which I realise doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll explain. I uploaded a video about a week ago, I think it was, which I called The Craziest Game Ever. Basically, I've now retitled that to be part of a series which I'm calling Ultimate Team Adventures. I'd been thinking of doing a series about Ultimate Team for absolutely ages, but I couldn't decide exactly what to do it on, because I don't have an awful lot of coins, so it'd be difficult to do various squad builders. I'm no good at trading, anything like that. So what I basically decided to do was, I'll do a series called Ultimate Team Adventures, and the idea is it could be literally anything. So it could be a pack opening if I have some coins, it could be going for a trophy, it could just be a random match, kind of like the Craziest Game Ever match was. So this one is another basically ridiculous match that I had on Ultimate Team. This one actually took place in a live stream, and it was in fact in the Advanced Cup final. So once we finish speeding up here, we will get to the highlights. So this is basically another one of those games where I just couldn't really believe exactly what happened. In terms of being in the Advanced Cup final, a question I get quite a lot is, you know, if you use full manual, can you really sort of compete against assisted? I get a bit lucky here and get a one-on-one and manage to put that in the corner, but can you compete against assisted on Ultimate Team in general when you're using full manual? And the answer is absolutely yes, you can. My record on Ultimate Team is about 190 wins to about 110 losses. I don't know what the hell I was trying to do there. That was stupid of me. So yeah, you definitely can. This set piece here is where things started getting a little bit crazy. This is a custom set piece I created. It's a really simple set piece. Just one pass to create space, and then I try and cross it to someone at the far post. But basically, my shot goes horribly wrong, but it gets deflected in off his player. So I get an own goal, which is for some reason awarded to Lavezzi. I don't really know why, because my shot was probably going out for a throw, actually. FIFA has an interesting habit of doing that. A lot of goals which are deflected, or a lot of goals which hit a player and then go in, sometimes from a cross, are given. I get in again here in the 3rd minute, and you might be starting to guess why this game's a little bit crazy, because I go for a finesse again, which I'm pretty certain was going wide. And his own player, well, yeah, it was going wide, you can see there, and his player deflects the ball in. So I'm 3-0 up in about half an hour, and have had, well, 2 own goals, even though they've both been given to Lavezzi. And it's pretty unusual, I think, to get 2 own goals in a game. Own goals themselves are quite rare, but to get 2 in a game is a bit strange. I make a bit of a mess of defending here. My keeper parries it, and Jermaine Defoe, who is obviously going to win the header because of his tremendous height and strength, puts it away to make it 3-1. Those of you who saw the previous one, which was the Craziest Game Ever, well, you can see from the stats that I really didn't deserve to be winning. The Craziest Game Ever was a case of I went 1-0 down, then 3-1 up, then 5-3 down, then it ended in a 6-all draw. So there was a comeback in this one. I have seemed to develop a really horrible habit of getting to the Advanced Cup final and then throwing away a lead. And that's exactly what happens here. Tarab gets a shot on the edge of the box, and as you can see, hits the post, hits my goalkeeper, and goes in, for some reason awarded to Tarabt. But now the score is 3-2 to me, and we've had 3 own goals, all in one match. And I don't remember ever having a game where there's 2 own goals in a match, and yet in this one I've actually ended up with 3. So this was pretty strange. He's pulled it back to 3-2. I get a he gets a corner. And once Pennant cuts in, or tries to cut inside here, the ball rebounds to Rio Coca, who just out of nowhere puts it in the bottom corner. Sometimes when you play, you think you can maybe do more to defend, but sometimes you just sort of have to admit there wasn't really an awful lot you could do about it. You know, I make a decent tackle on Pennant, but it goes straight in the corner. So I've thrown away a 3-0 lead, and we're now at 3-all. So later on in the half, I get a free kick out wide. Gets a bit scrappy. He just ends up barging into me, and I get a slightly dodgy-looking penalty, even though I might have been about to put the ball in. So we are having another one of just these strange games on Ultimate Team, as I say, in the Advanced Cup final, where some things are going my way, quite a lot of things are going my way, but at the same time quite a lot of things aren't. It's quite odd. I make no mistake with the penalty, put it away. And I thought that was it. I thought, you know, I've sort of ridden the comeback, I've gone back into the lead. But as you are probably guessing, that wasn't the case. Pennant gets a bit of space on the wing, crosses it, and then 2 players compete for a header, and somehow it trickles into the corner of my net. Now, we weren't really sure when watching the replay of this whether or not this might have been another own goal. I think, looking at it again, Tarab does just get ahead of my player, but it's almighty close. So 3, potentially 4 own goals. And that was actually how it finished after extra time. So there wasn't any more craziness, but have you guys ever had a game where there's been that many own goals? Because I've never seen anything like it before. I don't think anyone in the stream had ever seen anything like it before. It was really quite strange. So I'm just whizzing through the penalty shootout here. I'll get to the last couple of penalties. So I think, I'm not 100% certain on this, but I think if you go to a penalty shootout in the Advanced Cup, you might get the coins anyway, regardless of who wins. I do what's being called the Pirlo penalty, or I think it was originally the Panenka penalty there, and then he tries to copy me with Stuart Downing and makes a complete mess of it, which I found quite funny. Which gave me this penalty with Giovinco to win the Advanced Cup for, I think it might be the 8th or 9th time. I usually only play in the Advanced Cup, that's the main thing I play. Put the penalty into the bottom of the net, which was nice, and that was a win. So, as I say, this series, this Ultimate Team Adventure series, could be anything. It could be me going for a trophy. It could just be a one-off crazy game like this one. I will see, and if you guys could let me know what you think, that would be great. If you guys could let me know whether or not you've ever had a game where you've seen 3 own goals, because I certainly haven't. I've barely had a game where I see 1 own goal, so 3 was something a little bit strange. So if you guys could let me know what you think of this video, that would be fantastic. Comments are always appreciated, and keep an eye out for more Ultimate Team randomness and Ultimate Team adventures in the future. Thank you for now, and play manual.